Do you ever think about how your multiple interests overlap and how they interact with each other and together, and it forms a unique community of people that when you find out someone who has similar interests, you immediately have a connection? And how online it doesn't exactly work that way. There's this separation. It's almost difficult to explain, but once you notice it and you feel it, it's hard to get out of your head. Hi, I'm Ryan, and I created Nyched, the world's first human interaction platform. And I think about these types of things a lot. I think about how the things that I'm interested in affect my relationships and how online those interests don't exactly get connected to the people that I want to connect with very quickly. But that's the topic of today's video, so let's dive in and check it out. Nyched is centered around one thing, and that's niches. And we're required to put them on each post we make inside of Nyched. And the main reason for this is for customization and for filtering and for narrowing down what you want to see and being able to search. So the more information that's on a post, the easier it is to figure out if you want to see that post. It also creates a way for us to be a part of a community, be a part of something bigger. Something that is centered around what we want to see, our interests, our hobbies, those types of things. Today on social media, we just get to post onto the feed with little to no thought about the quality of it as well. So the hope here is the more information that is present, the higher quality of a platform Nyched is going to be. Social media platforms can't filter and sort the feed based on specific information because they don't have this functionality built in. So it's another unique thing about Nyched that hinges on you being able to interact and have more customization and have a unique experience. One of the main focuses of creating Nyched is to connect us together in community. In the real world. So one of the ideas that I have is for a user, you or me, to be able to create a challenge or an event that if people in your local area come to it, they're rewarded in the app with the in-app currency Stardust. The other thing that I'd like to do is for you to set up almost waypoints out in the real world based on geolocation data in a specific area that maybe means something to you, or you had a great experience there, or whatever you wanted it to be, a video that you took in that area that you only want to share when people are there. So people would be able to access this when they're in that location, and they might be something that's public that people know is there, that they set out to go to specifically, and it provides context to that area. It could also be something that you have to find, that you are surprised by, that when you hop into the app and you're in this new area out in the real world, you find things that people have left there, and interacting with them could reward you, again, with in-app currency, but you also get the reward of connecting with others' stories and ideas as well. There's multiple levels of niches. So you have hobbies, and then you might have crocheting underneath hobbies as well. And you can either follow all hobbies or you can follow specific hobbies. And then there's also brands and products. And you'll be able to follow brands and products as well as review brands and products on your post. So this adds another level of customization that allows people to filter, and it allows you to filter and interact with another type of entity on Nyched. So we interact with brands and products every day within our interests. And the idea here is that we might have a good experience with a product, we might have a bad experience with a brand. It gives us the ability to tell our story about what we're experiencing at that specific time. So you can go back to that brand and product, and you might have a good experience later on as well. When we add niches to our posts, it gives us this micro data, this vast array of information that allows us to filter and to sort and to exclude certain types of information that we don't want to see on our feed. It gives the ability for Nyched to be a platform that's 100% unique to you and also 100% unique to me. And as time goes on, there's going to be other options for you to post along with the posts that you're making into the feed. Different types of data, different types of information to allow this to be a diverse ecosystem where you have a lot of granular control over what you see. If you don't want to interact in that way and you just want to follow at a top level, you'll have the ability to do that. But the beauty of being able to add more is it almost provides a way for us to become power users and to be able to filter at an even more granular level. So the customization potential is essentially unlimited. And with your feedback, it's going to be even better. Even though we are unique individuals and no one person is exactly the same and identical as another person, that we have overlapping interests with other people. So I talked about earlier how our individual interests overlap with each other, but our lives also overlap with other people's lives as well. So through that type of interaction in the real world, it's going to foster community, but as well as fostering community through our interests. We're going to find people locally, potentially, that have similar interests to us, that almost line up perfectly, that would make good friends or, good people that we'd want to hang out with doing the things that we love to do. Having the ability to control our online environments would be an amazing thing to happen in each and every one of our lives. The ability to know that we have control over these things through niches and through brands and products, and adding those things to posts when we interact with them so that others have the freedom and the ability to choose what they want to do with them. Taking the conversation offline in a real and tangible way through having challenges or getting to interact with people's stories out in the real world in a place that was meaningful to them could be revolutionary. I think that there's so much potential for all sorts of ideas to crop up with this type of innovation and this type of granularity to be able to change and view what you want to see. Your input is important. Your ideas are important. This is a platform for us to develop and grow the way we want it to be. It's a new world, and I'm really excited about the future. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform, and it is totally within your control. To learn more, please join this revolution by going to beta.nyched.com. And if you like this video or have any input for me, please share it down below and stay tuned for this next video. It's coming right up.